Welcome students, my name is Dr. Shanmugam Ramar. We are going to study, today's topic is Retail Strategy Part 2. So the key to success of the retail sectors, number one will be the global sustainable, number two competitive advantage, number three adaptability, number four global culture, number five financial resources. Globally sustainable competitive advantage, low cost efficient operations. For example, the superstores, supermarkets, Walmart, Carrefour, strong private labels, Starbucks, KFC, Mary Brown, McDonald's, fashion reputations in the apparel market, The Gap, Zara, H&M, category dominance, Best Buy, IKEA, Toys R Us. So, based on the low cost, based on the private label, based on the reputation, based on the category wise, if any product will be moving out of anything, it may be a low cost, it may be a strong private label, or it may be fashion reputation, definitely they can hit the things, they will sustain with the competitions. Adaptability. Color preference, the preferred cut of apparel and size differs across culture. If it is a yellow color, Chinese hate the yellow color. So like that everywhere, every country they have some color preferences. White for peace, everyone loves. The color makes more peace. So color preference, the preferred cut of apparel and sizes, peak selling seasons. Now Diwali is going on. Sorry, is coming. Diwali is coming within few days. So every physical stores as well as the retail stores through online sales is going well. Promotions offers are more. Store designs and layout. Government regulations and cultural values can affect store operations. This also plays a vital role. Global culture. It is not sufficient to transplant a home country culture to an infrastructure to another country. For example, the Carrefour depends on the culture. They will modify certain things. So, for example, the financial resources. Carrefour, the larger firm generally are in the strong financial position and therefore have the ability to keep investing in projects long enough to become successful. Entry strategies, direct investment, joint venture, strategic alliance, franchising. So depends on the government policies are based on the trade zone. For example, European Economic Zone, North American Federal Economic Zone. So depends on the trade zone, economic zone. Either the country will go for the direct investment or joint ventures or strategic alliance or franchising. So generally, the strategic retailing planning process classified into 7 ways. Number one, define the business mission. So what is their business? What is their business? What is their mission? What purpose they are here? What we are going to achieve. These are all the mission and vision statements. Conduct a situation audit. So, before starting a things, they have to analyze based on the market attractive analysis. What type of market? Who are the target customers? Who are the competitors? Then what is the strength of the competitors? What are the strategies adapted by the competitors? What type of strategies they are going to make? Self-analysis in the terms of product-wise, service-wise, financial-wise, human power-wise, entire things they have to conduct a situation audit. Once the situation analysis was done, then they will go for identifying strategic opportunities. Once the strategic opportunities, they have to devise the course of directions where the opportunities they will explode, they will get success. Then evaluate strategic alternatives, establish specific objectives and allocate resource, develop a retail mix to implement strategy, evaluate performance and make adjustments. So the step one, define the business mission. What business are we in? What should our business be in the future? Who are our customers? Who are our capabilities? What do we want to accomplish? Normally, let us take our education. So normally they will start a play school, kindergarten. After that school, then go for a global school. After some times they will start the colleges. After a certain period of time, they will convert into a university. This is the mission of the business for the educationalist. Conduct a situation audit. Market factors they have to main thing. Size of the market, growth of the market, seasonality, business cycle. So generally the business cycle based on this. So boom and recession, crest and troughs are there. So if it is a boom, sales is very high. If it is a recession, now COVID, all the business physical stores are affected most than the online business. So now the COVID will be the recession for all the physical stores. Competitive factors, barriers to entry, stiff competitions, bargaining power of the vendors. Nowadays the bargaining powers are increased due to inflations, competitive rivalries, how they are attacking the competitors. For example, when you go for the watch showrooms, nowadays the watch showrooms will be volatile. So Titan will be there, HMT will be there, Rado will be there. So the Rado will be the competitor for all the watch brands. Environmental factors, technology wise, economic wise, regulatory wise, social wise. Next, analysis of strength and weakness, management capabilities, what is their financial ability, financial resources, then locations, operations, merchandise, store management, customer loyalty. Identify strategic opportunities, how to increase the retail sales. Step 4, evaluate strategic opportunities. A retailer must focus on opportunities that utilize its strength and its competitive advantages. Next, step 5, establish specific alternatives and allocate resources. The retailer's overall objective is included in the mission statement. The specific objectives or goals against which progress towards the overall objectives can be measured. These specific objectives have 3 components. Number 1 is the performance sort. Number 2, a time frame. Number 3, the levels of investment. Step 7, develop a retail mix to implement the strategy. The planning process is to develop a retail mix for each opportunity in which an investment will be made and control, evaluate the performance. So the retail mix may be the store format, price, promotions, then distributions. The last step, evaluate performance and make adjustment if the retailer is meeting or exceeding its objective. Change or aren't needed. If the retailer is meeting or exceeding its objectives, change are not needed, but if the retailers fail to meet its objective, reanalysis is required. So this is all for today's class. The rest topic we will cover in the next class. Thank you.